Good morning, everyone. Today we are going to start with our new unit that is emerging trends in society. Before moving on towards the topics of our unit, we are having a term which is human intelligence. As the name suggests, the human intelligence means the abilities possessed by a human which makes him a intelligent person. Now, what factors are there which can make which can coin the term human intelligence? First, we are having humans are having learning capabilities. That means a person can learn from another person and his previous acts, his from the books or text, etc. He can make different decisions based on his previous acts or the other things from learning that results in the reasoning. After that, taking the results that person can perceive, then we are having the understanding of various languages, and above all, human is having feeling, which makes up human or which coined term human intelligence. Basically, human is having the emotional brain, the working clarity, knowledge, power, based decision making capabilities, etc. Now, what if a machine can also possess the same capabilities or same abilities just like human being? Then we are having our today's topic, artificial intelligence. Okay, so before learning about the artificial intelligence, first we are going through the timeline of artificial intelligence, which goes back to the 19th century, starting from 1950 and moving on towards till now. So in 1950, Alan Turing published a landmark paper in which he speculated about the possibility of creating machines that think. He just gives a theory in his paper. He created what is known as the Turing test. This test is basically used to determine whether or not a computer can think intelligently like a human being. He noted that thinking is difficult defined according to the base of machines which human possesses. Unfortunately, we haven't found a machine which cleared the Turing test completely till now. So in 1951, which is also marked as the era of games, Christopher Stretchy, who was a computer scientist, wrote a checkers program, and Dietrich Prince wrote one for chess. In that time, in the earlier times, we are having a game like Go and other games which were played at that time, and they are still people are playing in these times also. So for them, they are developing the artificial intelligence programs. After that, in 1956, which is also known as the birth of artificial intelligence or the year in which the term was coined, John McCarthy first coined the term artificial intelligence in 1956 at Dartmouth Conference. So this year was known as the birth of artificial intelligence because before this, Alan Turing just suggests a hypothetical challenge: what if machines can think? But the term artificial intelligence came into existence in 1956. After that, in 1959, which was marked as the research era for AI. Why? Because at that time in this year, first artificial intelligence lab was set up at MIT. MIT, all of you know that it's Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and from this year, research on AI began. And this lab is still at working. After that, in 1960, General Motors robot we are having, that was the first robot which was introduced to General Motor assembly line. Then in 1961, we are having a first chat. All of you are familiar with Alexa and Siri, but the first chatbot which was developed in 1961 was named as Aliza, which was the first artificial intelligence chatbot. After this, in 1997, a news broke down that IBM's Deep Blue beats the world champion Garry Kasparov in the game of chess. This was considered and recorded as the first accomplishment of AI. After that, in 2005, another big accomplishment of AI happens in which DARPA, that is Stanford Racing Team's automatic car Stanley, wins the DARPA challenge. After that, in 2011, IBM Watson, or Watson is the IBM's question answering system, which defeated the two greatest Jeopardy champions, Brett Button and Ken Jennings. So we have learned about the history of the timeline of AI. Now, So AI started with the hypothetical challenge, now is one of the most important technology of world. Emerging of AI in 1950 marks as an exponential growth till now. Now we are going to learn about the domains of AI, or you can say which area AI is pursuing in our daily lives. So from speech recognition to computer vision, machine learning, then language, natural language processing. After the optimization, planning, scheduling, robotics, rule-based systems, in all the areas of our present existence, we are using AI. For example, you can take the instance from the movie Mission Impossible, in which they are just putting a separate chip on the neck of a person for changing the speech. So you can see the speech recognition is used there. AI, computer vision, retinal scan, we are already familiar with. In machine learning, we are having deep learning, on which the Netflix, YouTube, and other companies are working, as they are giving you suggestions which are recorded with the help of machine learning. Then the languages or the manuscripts which are learning from the earlier era, so you can say that we are having dead languages. So natural language processing is helping in to reviving those documents, because we are not having any living people who tell us about these languages. After that, an optimization for the NP hard or NP complete problems. In same case, in planning, scheduling, robotics, all of us are familiar with the robots or the movies like Matrix and other sci-fi movies we are having. Now the question arises, if AI has been here for over a half a century, why has it suddenly gained so much importance? Why we are talking about AI so much now? So why we are talking? Let me tell you about the demands of AI. First one we are having is the AI in better algorithms. It basically comprises of the neural networks, quicker computations and accuracy is necessary over there. Universities, startup, tech giants are all investing in AI nowadays. Companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, etc. are heavily investing in AI. Why they are investing? Because they think that artificial intelligence is the future. After that, we are having big data. As we all know that nowadays we are generating immeasurable data through internet of things, social media, other devices, etc. So for finding the solution to handle this much of data and to grow business on a different level, we need AI. After that, we are having the computational power. AI requires a lot of computational power. Complex deep learning models are deployed everywhere, and the new technologies like GPU came into existence. It implement AI in our daily aspects. After that, we are having AI in the field of biotechnology, or you can say biology, in which we are generating new species, we are checking it, we are measuring, or you can say that we are checking the compatibility of the genes and other systems, or recognizing new diseases. After that, we can use AI also in geospatial areas, or you can say that geotech or geology. For example, you can take the Mars rover mission. We have used the AI over there. In same case, for learning about a city, for learning the different types of rocks, their ages, we can use AI. We are having AI in stock investments also. They record the stock movements, their upbringing, their financial risk, and others. So these are the demands areas of AI which we are using in our daily life nowadays. AI is rapidly growing as a field of study, and for economy also, for making the future decisions, or for making the approximations about the stock, the investments, the financial risk. So it results in the economy of a country also. Now we have learned enough about the history and timeline and the demands of AI. That the term arises, what is artificial intelligence? As I told you earlier, that John McCarthy first coined the term artificial intelligence in 1956, which year is also known as the birth year of artificial intelligence. He defined artificial intelligence as a science and engineering of making intelligent machines. In other words, you can say that artificial intelligence is a simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Or here we can simulate like artificial plus the intelligence, or you can say the human brain results into the artificial intelligence, where we can say that artificial intelligence or the computer system can possess the same abilities like learning and making the decisions on the basis of their capabilities, just like the human brains. So that's why it is artificial intelligence. For example, you can take the example of Google Alpha Zero, which is a machine used for playing chess. This machine is having the capability and learning from itself moves and the other person's moves also. After that, we are having the another example of artificial intelligence in our number plate recognition system. After that, all I think all of you are familiar with Siri or Alexa, which are the chatbots we are using nowadays. Siri is used by the Apple iOS. AI is not only using in these fields; we can use AI in healthcare, robotics, marketing, business analytics, and many more. So, in our today's lecture, we learned about the history of AI, the timeline of artificial intelligence. After that, the demands of artificial intelligence in different areas of our daily life, from deep learning to knowledge based learning in expert systems like online doctors and etc. After that, came to know about why we are using artificial intelligence so much, or why we are talking about the artificial intelligence, because we are having it in computational powers, big data, better algorithms, etc., in geology, biology, etc. After it, we came to know about what is artificial intelligence, who coined the term, what does it means, and the different simulations and the areas. In our tomorrow's lecture, we will learn about the areas and the applications of AI.